Good morning guys, and welcome back to another day of cooking. Today's recipe from Shelf Love, we have got Za'atar Parathas with grated tomato. And you know, I'm a little bit nervous about cooking bread. I don't know why. I'm not a baker. I don't see myself as a baker. My boyfriend Tim, he used to be a baker, and I like to let him, you know, work his magic with the flour and the water and do his thing. But when I come to making bread, I just get a little bit nervous. And I mainly avoid it at all costs. And I have been putting off this recipe because I honestly don't know why. I don't think I've had any traumatic experiences with making bread in the past, but I just don't like getting the flour and the water on my hands. What can I say? First world problems. I have made the pita bread, which turned out okay, and there is nothing wrong with the smell of freshly baked bread in the kitchen. I mean, there's everything right with it, so I'm gonna attempt it and see how we get on. It says that the prep time takes 10 minutes, cook time 1 hour, and resting time 20 minutes. The recipe little blurb says parathas are flaky South Asian flatbreads. These particular ones are based on Indian, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, Laccha paratha, which uses semolina in the dough. There's a bit of a knack to making them, but once you get the hang of the process, they are not complicated. Cutting the dough, as we do here, is actually a really simple way of achieving those flaky paratha layers, and once you've mastered the method, they're also quite fun to make. Traditionally there's ghee, but we've kept these vegan and also included za'atar and grated tomato. It is getting warmer and I cannot wait for tomato season. There is another recipe book by Ottolenghi which is out, and I might go get it. Someone gave me a book voucher for my birthday and I've been saving it for something good like that, a book that you can use multiple times. Why not a cookbook? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. And oh, I also finished a book today. I'll just go get it. This book here, Love and Other Words. And you know, when you finish a book and you just don't want to be out of that world, it was just a really lovely little romance to read. Really pulled at the heartstrings then and now, and it's just very heartfelt, and would definitely recommend that. This channel might turn into a cook and book channel, but who knows. The book that I did a little book depository haul, and the next book that I'm going to read, at the moment I've been really loving it, a bit of romance and then a thriller. I finished His and Hers by Alice Feeney, and she was recommended to me by book YouTuber Sarah Corelli, and I just always, her recommendations have not gone wrong. I love every single one of the books she recommends, and Alice Feeney was one of them. I listened to His and Hers on the way to work, and it was so scary. Like when I finished work at like 11:30 at night driving home, I was like in the dark, like, oh, listening to this suspense thriller kind of murder detective book, and it was a moment. But I picked up this afterwards for a light romance, and it was just very lovely. But my order has arrived, and this is to be the most anticipated book for me this year. My sister Gabby just finished this book, and she said she's going to write up her review on Goodreads, and so I'm going to finish this book and then read her review and then write my own little review. Rock, paper, scissors. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, an anniversary they'll never forget. Adam and Amelia are spending the weekend in the Scottish Highlands. The remote location is perfect for what they have planned, but when their romantic trip takes a dark turn, they both start to wonder, can they trust the one they're with? Because every couple tells little white lies, only for Adam and Amelia the truth is far more dangerous. Ooh. Compelling, filled with suspense, and chilling and clever. I cannot wait. And oh, the book feels so nice. They both feel so nice, and I'm so sad. This book was so nice and new, but I cracked the spine. Oh well, you must simply when it's a good book, right? And then this one. And then after this I really want to read Sometimes I Lie, but I have another romance on the horizon after this one. It's called Beach Reads, and hopefully it's going to be okay. Well, I might finish this in a few days, but hopefully it will be beach material soon and I can read it. I don't know if I should start it or wait to read that book until I'm on the beach. That's interesting. It says that ground thyme is most common substitute for za'atar. Put the flour, semolina, salt and sugar into a large bowl and use your fingers to mix everything together. Add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, use 120, Okay. Alright, that does not seem that hard. I feel like by the time I've yacked away, I totally could have made all that already by now. But here we go, let's get into it. That's a big bowl.
Sunset burning on the golden shore. Never seen a view like this before. The stars, they shine like diamonds in your eyes. Black dress on, you got me hypnotized.
So this is the part of the recipe that I'm a little bit nervous about. And it says using your hands to incorporate, then slowly start to pour the water using your free hand to bring to the dough to get a shaky mix. Use about 120 ml of water at first and then slowly add more. You use about 155 ml in total, give or take. Add a little more if you think it needs it. The mixture will seem quite wet at first, but this is how it should be. Hands into this.
I keep feeling away, I keep feeling away, I keep feeling away about you. No, I can't look away, no, I can't look away, no, I can't look away, cause I need you. My heart keeps beating.
I will be using this mug here, which my friend bought me from one of the markets for pottery makers in Christchurch. She thought this is a bit of me, and it is a bit of me to a T. Let that brew away over there.
Feel so good. You make me feel so good. Feel so good.
This is the current situation. Ew.
Oh baby, hold me like it's the last time that you're gonna hold me for a while. Yeah, babe, you read my mind and know what I like. When I take you dancing and spin you around me, you pull my body in so tight. Yeah, babe, you read my mind and know what I like. I wake up, bless each day, thank God I found you. Something about you, there ain't never gonna be such a good.
We have come to the part of the video where we are going to be cooking the bread. Let me show you. Here it is here. And I think I was doing it right. I realized I tried to Google it, how to like do the bird's nest shape they were talking about in the cookbook. So this is it here. And anyway, that's a good little moment because I think we weren't completely going off track. And then there's a little picture. And yeah, so now it's just time to cook them in a bit of oil. Give you a little review afterwards on how they taste. Put a little bit of sunflower oil in. It's gone a bit holy. Is it better to undercook or overcook for the first time? I could just put my timer on. It smells yummy. The timer on for the next one, and for this one we'll just do a little Ooh, it's looking cute. That's so blooming tasty. Get in there and start making your homemade bread because that is just next level. Put the timer on again. That's really good. It's so fun trying new ingredients. It doesn't even need like a dip. This is so good, and it did take a little bit of time, like that, because it was the first time. I feel like it took a little bit of time, but it was so worth it. Yum. Okay, I'm excited to make the rest of these. Look at these bad boys here. Overall, that was a success. The parathas were really yummy. I don't know if I did them justice, but they were really good, and I really recommend you make them at home if you're not already making them. Such a good addition if you're cooking and having people over. This would be such a yum dish. You could probably make it gluten-free. That was really fun to make as well. Cooking, you know, it's just like so therapeutic. Getting your hands dirty. At the beginning of the video I was like, no, I'm not having a bar, but I don't want to get my hands dirty. And then like at the end of it you're like kneading all the dough and then you're wrapping it around your finger and like really getting involved in that, you know, process of cooking, which is just incredible, if I do say so. In there. Let's get the next one on the road. We're racing through this. The amount of time like prepping it and the amount of time eating it, the ratio is so much bigger to the prepping. But I feel like once you get really good at this recipe, you'll just be able to prep it in no time. My friend's mum, she makes the best chapati. And oh my god, I just sit there like eating the chapati all day. It's so good. Tonight we are off to see the horror movie Smile. I'm so excited. I love a horror movie at the movies. The last time I went to a horror movie was my bestie Roshni, and we went to go see A Quiet Place. And A Quiet Place? I think that's what it's called. The one, you know, where they're like doing sign, and the whole movie is like pretty much silent, and in the first like 10 minutes of the movie we both like honestly got the biggest fright. My friend's popcorn went up in the air, like, because you know when you like get startled and it just went everywhere, and then we were like trying the whole first like 20 minutes not to laugh in this quiet movie. Anyway, it was a good time. Oh, my battery's dying. Okay, so currently on 103, the third one. I'm going to cook up the rest of these and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you along and I can't wait to see you in the next video. I hope you have a lovely day or night or wherever you are having a lovely time, and thank you as always for watching Bee's Way and coming on the journey. And if you're starting this book, oh my gosh, tell me your rating in the comments, or if you've read this one, let me know and we can bond over that. Or if you do try this recipe, let me know and leave a little bread emoji in the comments. Bye!